this is step 6 for your project 2. To be at step 6, you will need to have your can and your background traced and outlined with black marker or black pen. It should be in your art book. Black marker, black pen, outline looking just like mine. So with this step, we're going to talk about a fun word to say. The word is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. I like saying that word. Onomatopoeia is the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named. So it talks about the sound of something. So looking at this example right here, the action boom or bang, wham, pow, like it's a word that describes a sound. So in this case, we're going to talk about a pop can and all the words, all the onomatopoeias that associate with a pop can. So, opening the pop can, drinking out of the pop can. So on your page above this video, I have onomatopoeia and the definition, and then words that associate with soda can, pop can. So yum, slurp, pop, sip, gulp, fizz, bubbles, kazam, burble, or pft. I think of pft when I open the can. So I want you to choose one of these words, and what we're going to do is we're going to write the word inside of our can, but we're going to make it kind of like a bubble letter style of writing. So think about which word you'd like by looking at the list on your page, this page, above this video, and then we're going to practice writing with bubble letters. So some of you have experience doing that. I know my 3rd graders last year, we practiced bubble letters with our fish. So if you don't watch me first, I'll kind of give you a little trick to writing with bubble letters. So thinking about your word, I am going to do the word fizz. So it's very important that you're spelling that word correctly, so really double check. I'm just going to write fizz up here. And keep your word inside your can. So it's very important to keep it inside the can, writing small enough, planning ahead. You could have your word a little tilted if you wanted to, kind of a little diagonal, or you could have it just straight on the can. I'll leave that up to you and your choice. What I want you to do first is to write very lightly with your pencil so that you can erase this part. So this is a challenge, but I want you to try this challenge. So very little pressure so that you're going to eventually erase these letters. And your choice, if you want to do all capital letters, or if you want to do, F is the capital letter, your first letter, the capital letter, and the rest small, it's up to you. I'll leave that up to you. I'm going to do all capital. Okay, so it's so light you can't even see it. Maybe if I put a little shade in there. So now, and hopefully, my lights are so bright. Maybe you can see it a little better right here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go around that word using either kind of a straight edge bubble letter or a really bubbly letter. So, when I say straight edge, I think about like making my bubble letters look more like a rectangle. Kind of like this one, this boom. It has more of a rectangular look, where there's also, more of a bubbly look, kind of a softer edge. So that's your choice, what you like to do. So I'm going to go around it. If you want to practice this on an extra piece of paper before you do it in your final, that's fine. Some of my letters are overlapping, which is fine to do, just to kind of be able to squeeze them all in there. Okay, so after you get your bubble letters in there, then you can take your eraser and erase the inner letters that helped us get started. Remember, you were supposed to draw those lightly, so make sure you erase them really well. And you draw really lightly with that step. If you still see some of it, we'll be coloring it over, so but still practice drawing lightly. Okay. All right. Fizz. So now, for this step, what I want you to do is add another background image inside of your can. So this sheet right here that we talked about last week, I want you to pick one of these and add it inside of your can. You're going to have to do a little overlapping cutting off because if your word is super big like mine. So maybe try something different. If you want to do the same one from what you did in your background, that's fine. But to kind of get away from do something a little different, I'm just going to try a circle or maybe an oval inside my can. So I'm just going to go around, and some of it might get cut off at the edge of the can. I kind of did a long oval. Okay, so something simple like that. You could do something like that and make it, you know, one of these designs too. Up to you. After you are done with this, then you can go ahead and outline. So I didn't tell you everything you needed, but yes, I'll tell you at the start of the list at the top of the page. But yes, go ahead and just outline the rest with pencil. Outline the rest of the pencil lines. Making sure, I think I was prepared, having your marker sheet underneath. You're going to want to keep that right there for finishing up this project. So we will be doing more marker work. We're also going to look at an artist before we start adding color and design. An artist from that video from step 2. This one right here. Okay. All right. Nice job.